this is Stephanie from Raising Six Arrows, and if you're new to my channel, I am a mama of 6 children, and we've been homeschooling. This is going to be our 5th year homeschooling, and so today, let me finish about myself, sorry, jumping ahead, I'm excited, but I will only be homeschooling 2 kiddos with me. Malachi has decided to join me. But I will only be homeschooling 2 kiddos this year. I have 2 kiddos who have graduated. My son, who I used to homeschool, he lives with his father. And then I have a 2-year-old. So I have just 2 more at the moment, and in a couple of years I'll be homeschooling 3 again. But for now, we have my 2 beautiful boys. One will be, we don't fully go on grade levels in our home because sometimes they've been a little bit out of grade. Sometimes it's math is one way, and it's just a little bit over. But how they've been and what kind of they're working at is Donovan will be raising up into 3rd grade or level 3 in some books. Some other things we haven't really worked on because we decided to fine tune other areas. So we'll discuss that in other videos. But then Malachi will be doing pre-K and K kindergarten work. So we are in America, so he has preschool and kindergarten is what we will be working on this year. With Malachi. Malachi is 5. He'll be 6 end of November. And I really am looking more to start him full kindergarten after he is full on 6 years old. Probably more full on kindergarten next September, just due to the fact of his personality. He's a little boy and some other things. And so that is the decision that my husband and I have decided to come along. But needless to say, let's hop into this video. You are here to see what we are going to be doing for all things family learning style this year. So if you see me pop on my glasses on and off, it's because I need them to be able to read easier, or sometimes I just do it anyway and it strains my eyes a little bit because I get too excited and I forget to grab them. But like I said, if you need to, grab a cup of coffee or some water or tea, and let's hop into what we are going to be doing this year. And if you have any questions, Donovan's here. If you have any questions on anything that we are going to be doing, please pop them in the comments down below, and I would be happy to help you. What do you have for us today, buddy?
I made a yellow dolphin.
It looks amazing. Okay, why don't you guys go play while I work on talking about what we're going to be doing for next school year. So another thing is we are year-round homeschoolers. If you're new here, but if you've been here and you're like, okay, but you're planning what you're doing for next year, what's happening if you're a year-round homeschooler, Stephanie? So what we are doing is how we do things is I start our new stuff and what we're going to be doing in usually after Labor Day. That's been the traditional while we lived in Europe. But we'll see how God has it all planned out for this year. If we're going to start more in August, or if we're going to start more in September after Labor Day like we normally do. But let's get to it. We're going to start with Bible. For Bible, we normally like to do a lot of family learning to the most and to the best of our ability in our home. I found it's been very enriching. It's been a blessing in our home to do it that way. So for Bible, what we are going to be doing, it's going to be very different this year. We used to do Veritas Bible, and while we love Veritas Bible, it was very just Donovan based. And now we are going to be doing a more family style based Bible for this year. We will probably do the last one next year or in 5th grade. But that's down the road. We'll go with that later. But I still highly recommend Veritas Bible if that is something that you're interested in or looking into. It is a great Bible curriculum. But we're going to be doing Old Testament Faithopedia from Not Consumed. And if you've caught my videos from last year and you're like, well, didn't you do that this year? No, we did not. This has been on my shelf We started it. It's been on my shelf, and it was not something we were able to get to. Malachi, no thank you. And so we are going to be doing that this year. If you saw my unboxing video, I got a book for Malachi and for Mackenzie, mainly because Mackenzie wants to do school with everybody. So we only got, actually, this is Donovan's book. We did weeks 1 and week 2, and they started week 3. So we will just read, he'll just talk about it, and then we'll keep going with Donovan's. But that is going to be our core part of our Bible for this year. Can you please, buddy? And then there's Lily. So that is going to be our main part of our Bible for this year. I also have some things from Daily Grace that I did not get to this year that I wanted to, that we'll be using. Things like the names of God. More of it is picture books. We're going to be doing scripture memory and copy work. And then if you did not catch my unboxing video, I'll put that in a link for you as well. Oh, here they go. I'll put a link in the description or in the video of the not consumed unboxing video. Can you please get out of the box, my dear? But we are going to be doing our Bible studies for this year are going to be the study through the foundation series. And so here's some of the parent guides. But I go through all what the kids look like and all that good stuff in my unboxing video. So if you would like more on that, please look and go watch that video. So that is going to be our Bible for this year. I'm super excited about it. We're going to be doing just enjoying and learning God's Word, learning how to use a Bible for Malachi and all those good things. So that is going to be Bible as our first family subject. Our next part for our family subjects, the main part for our thing is going to be science. And for science, we are going to be doing Nature Study Club from each month. I'm still praying on if I want to get Idlewild. I have seen some other homeschooling mamas that have been using Idlewild, and it's a nature study that is biblical focused. And so I really think I may look into purchasing that. Maybe I'll pair it together with this, or maybe we'll just do Idlewild. But for right now, what we're going to definitely be doing is Nature Study Club. We have been loving it. We have been missing it, and we're back at it. Excuse me. So Nature Study Club, this is an old one. I don't have mine bound. I'm just using it regular at the moment. So that is going to be science, but we are going to have some science within some other things. So let's move on to history. Donovan, could you please get me a pair of scissors? So for history is going to have some things that are going to be a little bit mixed in. We're going to have some... I
can open it for you if you want.
Nope, that's okay. So for history, like I was saying, we are going to be doing things that are going to be included with many parts. So I am kind of making up our history curriculum within other curriculums to make it fit exactly how we want it. So this year, since moving back into the United States of America, we are going to be doing U.S. history, and it will probably, from the way that I'm looking at, grazie mille, that I would like to do this, it's going to look like it'll probably be 2 years before we're fully done with U.S. history, and I'm okay with that because I really want to enjoy history. So how we're going to be doing this and being a little crazy without all of it, we are going to be starting with Vikings, and the Vikings that we're going to be doing and learning about to start everything off. We're actually going to be doing that this summer just because we've been super excited. This was supposed to be on our list to end out this year, and it didn't make it that way with the move and all the things. So we are probably going to do that this summer just because Donovan has been super excited about doing Vikings, haven't you? So you can use words, dude. So yeah. So we're going to start with that. And this unit is from Gather Round Homeschool. We are a very eclectic homeschooler family, but we love unit studies as well. It helps keep everything moving and changing instead of just textbook style. So that's how we're going to be starting everything with our U.S. history. Then we are still going to be using U.S. history units from Gather Round as our kind of like our spine for our U.S. history. And to help work on with that, not that this needs anything, it's just, I love history. And so I've had a really hard time paring down just doing one little thing. So yay for my voice. But my plan is to use the Gather Round as my spine. And then we're going to be using something new for us this year, but I found that it seems to be very similar, but it has a lot of fun hands-on approach things that are simple, that from what I've been reading, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So with the Peaceful Press, The Playful Pioneers, we are going to be using this book to go along with it. Now there's also some science that is listed out and through here, and there's some reading, and I love literature, and so this is going to be so much fun, and I love that I can do it with both boys. Mackenzie is still a little young. I actually am excited to work on maybe trying their Peaceful Press preschool with her when she gets a little older, just from some of the lifestyle learnings that it puts in there. Stuff to help keep me remembering, right? Hard to remember all those things as a mama. So that is what we're going to be using. I'm also looking at purchasing, because I'm going to be purchasing, don't do that, buddy, from Beautiful Feet Books, their U.S. history stuff. That's the plan at the moment. I haven't been able to purchase it just yet, but they have a lot of the books that are in their bundle that are in the book list for Gather Round history unit, along with the Playful Pioneers. But some of the other things that we're going to be doing that are not at all curriculum based is, while I have two boys, I still am going to read it. I'm going to look at doing the American Girl books that are from the different time eras that we're reading, that we're going to be learning about, and getting a child's perspective from these things. Also, I have some biographies that are written that we'll do as read alouds as well. And then Donovan, see that American history book sitting right there on the second shelf up from your readers? Go straight over and read for American history. I totally forgot to show you a book that we have been, look down one more, now over to the long shelf. Sorry guys, this is real life living. Yep, up over, it's a blue book, it says American history. Over, it's fat and blue, right there. So we bought this as a promo, and I saved it because I wasn't ready, but we have read a lot of the Tuttle twins books and loved them. And so I got their American history book when it first came out, volume 1. So we're going to be reading parts of this together just to get some fun extras along with doing different things, because who doesn't love to just read some good stories and see different perspectives from other people, because we're not going to be doing the units every day. They're not super deep and intensive, and so if having some of these read alouds and other perspectives, at least, so that's how I'm starting to write out for our history curriculum for this year. So if you're new to homeschooling, you do not have to do all of this. I have been seasoned and trying different things and working with between high schoolers down to kindergartners, trying to mesh things together to do a lot of family learning throughout our whole family. And so because of that, I'm able to take from different parts the pieces to make it work for for the way that both of my boys learn well, but also to incorporate a 2-year-old into our homeschool to make it not feel so chaotic within our home, that it runs like a fluid motion, to have a home that is a learning style environment. And so that is what I'm working through on doing for everything. So that is history and has some science thrown all throughout it. So that, and then Bible is within it because there is Bible within Gather Round. And so I really feel like we're going to have a great year next year with just having all of these family learning subjects put all together, being able to be in the kitchen, be outside, go on nature walks, all those things. And so as I'm looking at my list, that is it, because the subjects for language arts and for math are things that are kind of different because one's a reader and one is learning letter sounds. So we, very different as we're learning those things. So stay tuned for another video to be able to see what we're going to be doing with that. Oh, and I asked someone to get scissors. So if you're wondering what I did, and you saw this in a photo when you clicked on, this is from Gather Round. I purchased it this year, but that is because I wanted something new, and this is kind of a little unboxing, because normally I buy everything from Gather Round as a digital download, but I ordered this from them because they have some posters, and I wanted to have some things that are U.S. history based. So there's my packing slip. And they come in tubes, so this is perfect. And it tells you on the tube what it is. So if you're like, oh, what one was this? I love that. That's great. I've never ordered posters from them. So I ordered the U.S. map poster and the timeline poster for our homeschooling room. Stay tuned as we are building our homeschool room outside to see what they fully look like, and beautiful hung on the wall, because I don't want these to get destroyed, but they are looking gorgeous on the inside. Beautiful color. So stay tuned. That'll give you a nice flavor for some future videos. I am excited to see what's in there. I'm not going to open them either because I don't want to not be able to get them back in these tubes. I have a hard time with doing that. Do you? So that is all of the things we will be doing here at home, but we have a co-op that we're going to be involved in that is a family style learning co-op, and it's going to be happening twice a month. We're starting in August, and I'm excited about it, and I'm sure the boys are because they have met some friends there. But it's a gather group co-op, and a gather group co-op is with Gather Round homeschooling curriculum, and we are going to be doing living off the land. So I felt like this is perfect, even though we're starting in the very beginning of U.S. history, and now we're doing living off the land. It's going to tie beautifully together to learn all these things together, and it's okay if we don't learn it in super chronologically order. While I like that, the kids, they will learn and absorb it all so well, just enjoying time together and with friends. So this is the front of Living Off the Land. I've been super excited to do this since they got it, released it. So I can't wait until August to deep dive into this unit study. If you have any questions, please feel free to put those down in the comments below. If anything is like, hey, that looks interesting to be able to do for next year for my children as well, put those comments down below. I will definitely do a deep dive flip through with you, tell you what it's looking like, how things would go, so you can see how easy or maybe difficult it is for you in this season of your life. Thank you so much for sticking with this whole video of family style learning, and I will see you here soon. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as it really helps our channel out here at Raising Six Arrows. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Bye.